Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 20 of the Diablo 4 launch season. Continuing Renown grind today with my rogue, Poison Flurry. Alright, is there anything going on here on the map? Not really. So I have a little bit left here in Dry Steppes to complete the Renown grind. 235 more Renown, and then I have Hauser to finish. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty over the dungeons. Done a lot of them. They are insanely repetitive and pretty boring, and after taking a day off from this game, I almost just loaded up Path of Exile and was just kind of gonna wash my hands of it, but I don't feel complete just leaving it at where it's at, so I will continue grinding it. There's only so many more of the dungeons left. There's 3 more dungeons in the Dry Steppes, so I'm gonna have to do side quests or hunt for Altars of Lilith to finish the Renown off here, but we'll go do it. We got the Shifting City. I think I tried this one maybe and failed it because something didn't spawn. Yep, sure enough. Turn the ancient statue to the pedestal. If these dungeons had more variety, I'd be a little bit more thrilled with it, but I really don't know what else there is much more for me to do in the game. Yes, I can do nightmare dungeons. I think there's a uber boss that I could attempt. The only thing really left to do is to complete the Renown farm levels, but it doesn't seem like there's anything really further for my character to progress to. There's the only thing out of reach with regard to levels is further stacking paragon so that I can do more with the paragon board, which sure, I get that. I can continue tweaking that to get the most out of it, but my character doesn't feel like it's going to change, like, at all. I feel like my character was finished a bit ago, and I'm trying to upgrade gear into my already pretty much finished build. It's going to play the exact same, I just need to improve numbers on things, and that doesn't seem exciting to me. Like, anything for me to farm is just got to be like a random drop, I think. There's no, like, boss-specific farming things that I've heard about or anything. I feel like I've pretty much seen everything the game has to offer in its current state. And the end game is supposed to be where you really hook players in to keep them coming back. And the end game is the first part of this is like, I don't know that I'm enjoying this a lot. The first several days playing the game, absolutely, I was having a blast. I love exploring my character. The game feels well. The story was fantastic. It performs well, and in that regard, I haven't explored the other 4 characters the game gives, and then there's other ways I could build a rogue even. But at the same time, like, why do I want to do that? Like, what am I going to do that for? Just to see what stuffs the other characters have, I guess. But it's definitely not because, oh, I want to make a new character to go farm the in-game stuff like happens in Path of Exile. Playing through the base of the game is kind of a chore with Path of Exile, and the end game is where all the stuff happens. And recently, the talk has kind of been about what seasons will bring to this, and it's thinking about seasons that make me almost want to, like, put this down and maybe come back in like 2 years and see. Kind of like I did with Diablo 3, because if we're gonna wipe everything, all of the grindy nonsense that I've been doing, like run each dungeon and do all the side quests, explore the map, I'm just doing that to get the completion stuff done, and it's kind of just like busy work. But when I think about a season, I definitely don't want to come back in a month and the gameplay loop is, oh, do all the side quests and all the dungeons and get your aspects again. Hell no. No. Absolutely not. Like, there's going to have to be massive improvements made to this game for me to really come back and give it another good go like I have this month. Hey, it's a Tomb Lord for the boss. This has been the boss of like 20 different dungeons. If every single one of these dungeons was unique and had its own boss to it, like Path of Exile map bosses and things, or like, oh, if you farm this specific dungeon, maybe you can find this thing in it that you can't get in any of the other dungeons, maybe that might give some more to it. But as it exists right now, like, it's felt daunting just to do the dungeons that exist, let alone thinking about wanting to do it again. Like, I can understand the explore the map, right? Play through the story, do the stronghold zones, those were cool. They had a little challenge to them, some bosses, but they're just like fluff dungeons and side quests to like get through the game. It's just, I'm a really optimistic guy. I like to find the good in things, and I just don't. I can't find it here. I can't. I don't see it. I don't know. Oh, I didn't clean out my junk from last time. Oh yeah, I was looking at, there was a ring that I found in here, I think. Ton of life on it or something. Oh, I got a poison imbuement helmet that I could use. A sword that, like, I have to, there's all of these dungeons, and like the two big things I'm looking for, I can't get imprints for. Oh, look at, oh, I have one. Oh, I have one on a ring. So I can destroy this, put it on the sword, get a 300 plus DPS sword damage increase. Today I was thinking as well, like, Path of Exile too. Like, I would be able to further scale the number of projectiles I'm launching with this thing in ways. I would have some way to increase the number of imbuements so I can stack up. They're basically like exerted attacks. I could increase the projectile speed of these, or slow it, or increase the AoE that this attack does, increase the speed or number of hits that it does, change the, like, speed that I can throw the trap and the AoE of it. This game just feels so limiting as far as like what you're able to build. You're really confined into the space that it gives you rather than really being able to explore and create something for yourself. So that's another thing that kind of hurts replayability, but there are 5 distinct classes that came with the game. And the more and more I think about it, I just don't know that this game is going to be that thing that a lot of people are looking for, this big like in-game grind thing. I don't think it's here. I don't know if it ever will be. And in terms of in-game, it's so many leagues behind Path of Exile, and a Path of Exile 2 coming out, it's not going to be devoid of any in-game. Very confident in saying that. And I can't farm things for other classes really. Like, there's a couple items drop, but I'm not getting legendaries that I can use on other classes. There's nothing I can really find on this character that's going to be like, oh, if I use this other character, this sounds like it'd be a really cool thing to do. I don't even know what the other classes do, really. There's also such limited ways to like craft any of this stuff. Like, it has to drop, which isn't the worst thing. I do have a little bit of say in what I can make a piece of gear do, but it's all hit or miss. Even when you're farming the like ancestral bases, it has to then hit at least like 3 mods of something that you're looking for, or it's just going to be bad. Like this is kind of cool. Damage reduction from close and distant, but it has 2 unsavory mods on it that I can't reroll in both. And since I can't reroll these at all, like the bases don't matter as much. Damage to poison, big life, lucky hit chance. I think this might have been the ring I was looking at. Yeah, after a while, right, I keep grinding. I'm going to have to farm more gear at a time to potentially find any upgrades, because it's going to be harder to upgrade as your gear gets better, so the stuff that drops becomes more useless. A max roll damage from distant with a good damage from close, but 2 mods I really don't care about. Your imbuement skill effects have increased potency against vulnerable enemies. I need to have that somewhere in this. Make things better. Something I feel like I'm missing. And then what about this helmet? I can upgrade this. Basic skill attack speed. Poison imbuement cooldown reduction would be interesting. It's missing 20 all stats and armor. That's fixable. And I'm making a new sword. I'm already face rolling everything that this game's throwing at me, and I'm gonna go get more damage. I guess I'm not pushing nightmare dungeons, which I guess I could be, but really my biggest complaint right now is that the dungeons are all identical. So, extract aspect. Oh yeah, big. Then sword, re-roll the dexterity, or dexterity, I guess. Try again. Dexterity again. Dexterity? Why? I know you can roll something else. I'm glad I have all this gold. Vulnerable damage. Come on, let's go. And then the helmet. Reroll Shadow Res. Or nothing I want. 7.3 armor. That's what I want. Cool. Then we imprint. I actually need the helmet. It's actually going to be faster to warp back here to get to a chest. There's a helmet somewhere. Yep, here it is. Close quarters combat thing. Oh, I need to extract this one. Yeah, that one's imprinted. And then I imprint these. Okay, there's that one. Oh, that's gonna be disgusting. Aspect. Close quarters combat. Yep. And we get a new helmet too. Add socket. We can upgrade it. And this one, there we go. Now it's even crazier. There we go. That is the entire depth of the crafting system in the game. Right there. Unsocket this gem. Put all of the big greens in. Give me another 1.5 crit damage. And the new sword. We get more life. I still like where my armor is. And let's see. Top end damage with 3 points is 15,660. And it was 11,188. Wow. It's a pretty big damage increase, I would say. Yep, because I totally needed that. Okay, so where's this last dungeon? I got 2 more to do. So we're going in this dungeon and do stupid damage now, I guess. I guess I'll get to find out today if I get to level 74, maybe, if the zone stuff will start increasing. Because as of right now, there's nothing I can do to challenge myself outside of doing nightmare dungeons. Got the Pallid Delve, slay all the enemies in the salt mines. Some cannibals, conduit shrine. We're into the dungeon waiting room. Then what? We gotta climb down something. Oh, we gotta do a little couple jumps and destroy skeletal constructs. You know, I've been feeling it, but I think I've fully decided tomorrow I'm playing Path of Exile. This is the last day of Diablo 4 for me, or at least that I'm gonna make a video. I might still play around with stuff, do completion-y things, but I feel like I've run out of stuff to explore. I've been playing Path of Exile for 10 years and I'm still learning things about that game. I played this game for less than a month and aside from playing the other classes, I feel like I've seen everything, figured it all out. I can't see the idea of anything dropping on the ground and I get super excited because this is this crazy new thing. I don't even think it's here. Maybe it could be. I haven't looked into it, but I don't think it is. Pretty sure my build is what it's going to be. I can just optimize the things that are already here, make number go up, and yup, that's it. And even if I were doing nightmare dungeons right now, the drops are based on my level. So it doesn't have anything to do with the level of the monsters I'm facing, which I feel is very strange. Spider Massacre. I've killed 10,000 spiders. Venomous Nemesis. Another Tomb Lord. I don't think this is a bad game. I feel like it has room to improve. But for the disabled basement dwelling degenerate, there is not enough here to keep me playing it. I feel like that's the real takeaway. Like, there's a lot good about this game. Because it doesn't have endgame, I don't feel right saying it's a bad game. I don't think it is, but it just doesn't have the replayability and longevity that I've found in other games. I think that's about as simplest I can say it. Ooh, side quests on the way here. I feel like I haven't been in this area at all. Compared to a lot of the other areas, this one seems just kind of like empty void region on the map. Just strange. I feel like I haven't even seen this area. Weird like sulfury water maybe. I guess I probably could have came into the dry steps from this way. From Fractured Peaks. Heart of Ice. What was this? Good game. Whispering Vault. The last dungeon of Dry Steps. Destroy Sacred Seals. Got ghosts. The Sacred Seal looks pretty cool for these random obelisk things you need to destroy as part of the dungeons. With their elites they spawn. Never seen that one before, but it's all the same. There's a nice little teleporter in this dungeon to warp you back as well. To the boss, which is a Tomb Lord! Collect all legendary aspects in the Dry Steps. So now, yeah, I'm forced into side quests in this region to get the Renown done. Strange Relic. Oh, that's not it. Okay. At least the side quests have some amount of flavor to them, while they are pretty go here, do this a lot of the time. It's all voice acted and it's all done well. Hey, treasure goblin. Oh, dead. Oh my goodness.
This isn't it.
That's not the pot either. Oh, this is it? Oh, and this starts a quest chain. Oh, what do you know? It's sending me into the vault that I just went in. Altar of Lilith. Oh, wow. Well, it's kind of really out in the open. Behind a rock, but real easy just run right by that one. Paragon point. Yo, okay. Oh, this guy again. He actually froze me this time. Still dead. It's even repetitive down to the point where when you see an elite, there are 3. Like, guaranteed. Find the champions. There will be 2 of them that I have to destroy to get rid of the resistance aura. Yeah, like Banshee. I have to get 2 of them every single time. There's no variance in it at all. Oh, here's the 3 elites. 1, 2, 3 elites. 3 of us here completing the same side quest. That's funny. Maybe this side quest dungeon will work for me this time. Like silver quartz. Oh, there it is, silver quartz. I had to actually like pick it out of a ore cache. So maybe this wasn't bugged last time I came in here. Here's one. No, not that one. Maybe this one. Okay. Oh, what is this? Maggots. Just 3 elites stacked literally on top of each other. And silver quartz. Get me out of here. We also have multiple people trying to do this side quest here. Redirect light beams? Need to find mirrors. Like just this makes this more interesting than like most of the other dungeons, because it's not the same repetitive stuff. Why isn't there something similar to this in one of the normal dungeons? And then I still get a descent between areas. Activate light barriers. This is cool. Oh, and he absorbed the light to become the boss of the dungeon. Like, come on. Cool. There we go. Paragon points. Got him. Into Howzar. 4 more points here gets me damage reduction from distant enemies. Like I need it. Sure. So this region got 18 dungeons, 40 side quests. A long way to go here. These ghosts, like this AI from ranged enemies, where they will go to a range and just slowly circle you. All of them, like anything with range, that's what they do. All of them are the same, no matter what enemy type they are. Altar of Lilith here, armoring obel capacity. It's another Altar of Lilith, yeah. 2 int, that's good though. That's 20 renown that I don't need to get elsewhere. Fetid mausoleum. Turn the bloodstone to the pedestal. Blood vermin? Okay, so these are ghouls and revenants and stuff, bats and vampire stuff. Hey, a 4-mod enemy. It's not any stronger. Ooh, I died to lingering effects from the enemies after they were dead. Another 4-mod, 2 hits. What's next? We descend and destroy the corpse piles. Ooh, corpse fiends dropping from the ceiling. 5,000 zombies destroyed. Boss is a blood bishop, okay? Not a tomb lord. I do so much damage now I forget. Sometimes I have an ultimate skill that is just insane. I mean, Altar Lilith up here. Yup, 3. Level 73. Opened a chest, and like all these enemies just spawned. There's a normal chest on the ground. There's got to be another Altar of Lilith in here. I'm thinking, looking at the map, right there. Oh, what do you know? Called it. 2 decks. There's probably another one out here too. Probably somewhere in the middle-ish. I think it's reached some like copium levels of me to be able to just like pull a 5th one out of these woods. Silent chest. Those tend to show up a lot when I'm looking for altars of Lilith. On a rusted dagger here on a body. No side quest marker there. Another silent chest. You know what? Let's take a peek. Let's buy Whispering Key. Many as I can hold. 22. What do we got? Hey, legendary. Legendaries are good because they can give me imprints. Hey, a 15% flurry. So maybe I can try and get an upgraded. Maybe this is something I need to be looking for. I need to look for a bow now that I can put this imprint on. And then I only need the bow for the stats. It gives me the core skills, vulnerable damage, whatnot. I don't know if that stacks if I'm not using the weapon. Or maybe I need something to just like, oh, give me a bunch of attributes maybe. Okay, let's go for the ancient reservoir by way of checking that location. Go in the cellar thinking, oh, this is going to be interesting. Ghosts. Oh, shiny on the map. What is this? Inkill, animated statue. Dead. No Altar Lilith up in that little nook. Ancient reservoir. Slay all enemies. Skeletons and demons. 1 enemy remains, the Eternal Warden. And then ancient statues to pedestal. Another Eternal Warden hits you at the Waller and then all of the cold enchants. I think I'd rather see more mods on a single enemy than the just barrage of elites with 1 mod. They should have like 10 times the HP though. And another one. Yeah, instantly frozen. Now what? Activate the monolith. What, to let out the Tomb Lord? Let's go in the Haunted Refuge. Stone carvings to pedestals. And a tree? No way that tree should have been there. Oh, it's drowned trees, quill rats, wasps, chill dungeon, and I guess I can't carry both carvings, or can I? I don't know if I've ever even tried. Oh yeah, it dropped the other one on the ground. Slay all enemies. And we've got ghosts now. Wow, what a mess this is. Interesting dungeon with like 3 different enemy groupings here with the drowned ghosts and the beasts. Like that one makes this one a little bit unique. Oh, we're gonna spawn more. Is that the dungeon? That's the dungeon. Oh, whoa, this person has chained up zombies outside their house. Collect the uncorrupted flesh. Dirk is only interested in the healthiest body, but he wasn't forthcoming about what he considers healthy. So the like blue circle on the map goes away and comes back. If I go out of the circle comes back. What is this? Missing name? Can't zoom in and find anything there. I guess I go look. What is going on here? I mean, it's kind of it's a spot. Ooh, now zoomed out on the map. There's 2 experimental corpses here. Well, either way, I'm going in the dungeon that is right here. Belfry Zakara. Destroy the drowned bell. There's skeletons and sailors. Pirates. Easy drowned bell. Ooh, ancestral unique bow. What we got? First direct damage you deal to an enemy is guaranteed crit. You have maximal stacks of the precision key passive. When you cast the skill, gain energy once per cast. Salt scarred mines. Need a rusted key. Oh, here's like 6 elites. All dead. I had a shrine. Start chaplain. Then we got a drowned sea hag, I bet. Yup, done. Blast Rave Shrine. Does it work on the horse? It looks like it might. Does it kill stuff? Yes, it does. Oh, experimental corpse is here now. Sometimes this stuff just doesn't work. It wasn't the corpse. I didn't pay attention.
Oh, give it here.
Alright, got my max obols. 600 renown to go. Side quests. Ooh, I see a treasure goblin. Still got loot here from when I was out here earlier. What is up here? Oh, I thought I found something secret. A faceless shrine? Sure, we can do that next. Free the prisoners. Oh, into our waiting room. Some cultists. And then we descend. And we destroy blood obelisks. Like I've pretty well done enough of these to know this is what it is. I should stop being surprised. Now we have to go to the altar of the faceless. We're gonna go down here and fight generic boss. Others judgment. Indeed. Cultist boss. The entrance to the dungeon is really cool though. Altar of Lilith. Ooh. Silent chest. Did not give me anything that time. This has to be something. No. Many times as I've needed to come see Timue out here. She deserves her own waypoint. There's some cool little side quest stuff with Thaisa, kind of an extension of the main story of that game. So I'm not going into that, but some cool side quest stuff here. Silent chest, nothing. Altar of Lilith, I don't know what I got for that. It didn't give me a pop-up because the side quest dialogue was going. Oblivion, haven't done a dungeon in a minute. Slay all enemies. Spirits. Oh, there's some fallen in here. I need to free prisoners. Open the door. Oh, this isn't a boss. We have a part 3 to this dungeon. Destroy fallen idols. Dungeon complete. Very long dungeon. Hey, look at this thing. That is a dungeon. There's an altar of Lilith. Thought that spot on the map looked like one. More decks. I gotta be getting close. Nope. 230 more. Making work on these side quests, though. It's just a much more enjoyable experience than the dungeons. Doing the side quests. But grinding side quests isn't in-game. That's still just leftover stuff. There's something shiny there on the map. I gotta go check it out. What's here? Rin Dane the Haunted. Cool. Another dungeon. Heathen's Keep. Need to slay 3 High Inquisitors. Haven't fought knights in a while. Open the door. Cool. Oh, we're actually going up. Cool. A striking detail that makes this dungeon different. We got vampires in here. Inner Sanctum. Blood Bishop. That's 3 dungeons here. Guess I can do those next. 1,000 life? That's crazy. Only got 3 mods on it though. What's here? Steadfast Barracks. Destroy blood obelisks. Cultists and cannibals. Okay. Got to the point where I'm just kind of speed running these now. Like I rush the obelisks, go to the next door. Really don't need to fight this stuff. I'll fight the elites, but beyond that, don't care. 30-second waiting room with 6 elites that will drop me nothing. Gotta love it. More than 6 elites. Play Zorim. Collect the Sanctum Key. Can do. And that takes us to the boss, which is gonna be a Mother's Judgment, the cultist one. Okay, the next one. Iron Hold. Slay the Malevolent Spectre and collect the Jailer's Key. Spirits. Oh yeah, I don't have to kill them. We find the guy. This guy. The key and dip. We descend to the Halls of Malice. And we get Bloodstones. So what the heck is this? Why? Where's the aura? I might have gotten it. I don't know if it was 6 or 9 elites, but they only spawn in 3s. So, oh, and we do it again. And there was one with 3 mods on it in here. Seriously feels like somebody's like, well, we need to make it harder. It's too easy. It's like, okay, just like, instead of spawning 1 elite, what if we spawn 3? It's like it was just like copy-paste applied to the entire game. We'll probably get a demon boss, a Scourge of the Land. Yep, easy. Now we're into Akon's Grasp. Return Bloodstone to the pedestal. We got vampires and wargs. Now that's a combo I like, though. Hey, it's the Butcher. I destroyed him. Well, almost. My clone. Get out of here. Ancestral Bow. It's the same one I just got. It is. Better, though. Play Vampire Lords. We've got Drowned in here. Yeah, this is a great dungeon. For the enemy type in it, I'm very happy with this one. Vampire Lord of Ice. Well, he did not last long. I also don't know why there need to be events in these dungeons. I feel like I've skipped them like 95% of the time. Vampire of Shadow. What do we got? A Blood Bishop. Yep, that's the vampire boss. Oh, 120 to go. What if I can get away with just like no longer picking up gems at all? Probably shouldn't, but shift, right click. There we go. Oh, damage over time, core. This rolled with the Flurry. So I already know by swapping this I lose dex. I lose the 70 dex. Mine has damage to close, slowed, crowd controlled, and dex. So this one giving me damage over time, core skill damage. Oh, it has vulnerable damage on it too, instead of damage to distant. If I put this on, yeah, damage goes up on the Flurry. Okay, so there is some credence to that. So we just add 2 sockets to it real quick. Wait, can I add another socket to these pants? Oh, I didn't even realize. Okay, well, there's one of those. And of course, I had to drop the gems off. Okay, reroll damage to stunned. I'll take the dex. It's fine. And then I can upgrade it too, yeah? This ups the stats on it. Okay. I need Forgotten Souls. We've reached that situation again. Altar of Lilith. It also didn't tell me what that one gave me. Nice. This side quest led me to Malgan's Works. Free prisoners. We got Knights. Ruler of the Week. Correct. Hey, 6 elites. And growing. Oh, we might be up to 12. Maybe it's just because I kill stuff too fast in these little waiting rooms. They just spawn more. It sucks, though, because they don't drop loot. They don't drop loot. I wonder if they don't give XP. And we get the 3-for-1 fight with the Knights. There we go. I got my paragon points. We're done. Renown completed. So that is 4 more paragon, which gets me more damage to elites. I want to go this way because I want the glyph socket. Tricks of the Trade is also good. It gets me within a level of it. Yeah, I'll go for Tricks of the Trade. Level 74. So this says level 74 now. Oh, whoa, that's an Altar of Lilith. I wasn't even looking for that one. It was just there. A fun little side dungeon. Check this out. It zooms you out, this whole big bridge thing. Why isn't this in a dungeon? Oh, yeah. Okay, just another generic boss, but this is where Elias summoned Lilith.
I have not come to save.
Okay, cool. That was really cool. Big quest in here. Shadowed Plunge. Just because I got the Renown doesn't make it complete. 3 prisoners. Serpent cultists. The egg incubation chambers. Oh, probably breeding snakes. Destroy the Ward of Eyes. Okay, slowly retreating oracles. Kind of circling me. Dungeon complete. Ruins of Eridu. Slay all the enemies. We've got Drowned and Fallen. 1 enemy remains. Oh, I missed one. Nice. Slay the Banes of Eridu. Must be enemies. Got 8 waves on this shrine. Wild. Oh, and then it has to spawn the elites. Once the timer runs out, couldn't have been doing this the entire time. Bane of Eridu is just a Drowned. Oh, and a Fallen. Travel to the Lair of the Riser. The effort was put in to give all of these sections of the dungeons names. It's just the same stuff. And I think a lot of it, I mean, while it's the like quest itself, like destroy these things, the little shrines all over the place, and to pick up the stone things, put it on the pedestal. Like, that's one thing, but another reason it all feels the same is that every group of enemies is the same. The Fallen, they have the basic little enemies. They've got the big heavy hitter. They've got the ranged, which is the shamans. It seems like it's kind of everything. You have your normal basic enemy. You have the one that does ranged. You got the one that can maybe do some heavier hits. And that's it. Select spider venom. Okay. Real quick into Leviathan's Maw. Only got 5 left in this region. Bloodstone on the pedestal. Cultists, wasps, bats. Ooh, look at all these side quest caches. I make a mess with it. Woohoo! Bloodstones returned. Flooded ruins. Slay all of the enemies. I don't understand it. Like, if there was something I was doing, right, to get the elites to just, like, magically appear right on top of me, I'd understand, right? But it's just like I'm going through and it's like, oh, now we're gonna drop them on your head. And there it is again, right at the end. Like I was fighting the last enemies and then more spawn right on top of me. And then again, I killed the last enemy. Okay, this one was actually part of the thing. I have to kill this guy to finish the dungeon. It's just lazy. Altar of Lilith. More int. I picked up so much Blightshade today. Wonder what the number's looking like. 148. Another one of these altar things. So they've used this circle, kill enemies inside the circle multiple times in multiple places. It's only in side quests. So they have things here that they could use to make the dungeons better. Oh, it just continues. I've been chained along on this side quests chain. I feel like I've had to see through. If it weren't for the side quests, like, I don't know what was going to keep me going through this session of Diablo. Hey, Helltide has just risen. Okay, cool. I needed that. I was kind of waiting on that anyways, because I wanted to go get some Forgotten Souls. And then I want to go try the like level of Nightmare Dungeon I tried before. I was like under 3k or maybe like right at 3k something HP last time I did like the 85. Looks like some of these enemies are level 74, some are 73 still. Oh, come on. Stop freezing me. I get unfrozen for half a second and then instantly like refrozen. What is that? Come on. Instantly frozen. Unfreeze. Instantly frozen. Summon the clone. Maybe kill it. Ah! Well, I guess we're starting another new question. Okay, Glittering Abundance is the only one I have left in Hazar. That is sending me actually to Ked Bardu. Alright, no more side quests down here. I've done 44 of 49. I did a lot of side quests here. So I guess next goal, Helltide. I need like 6 Forgotten Souls. Yeah? The enemy levels definitely went up here. These are up to 76 now. So, I mean, at least I've made it back to the point where the enemies are scaling with me. It's Helltide Harbingers. A real breeze just airing through this zone. I got Forgotten Souls there. This is also like the best monster level stuff that I can get outside of doing Nightmare Dungeons. Where's this? Gift of Chest Armor. I think I only do boots. Leg guards. Boots. We got 3 Forgotten Souls. Iron Skin Elixir. I like 3 Forgotten Souls from the little ore cache. That's actually why I'm following this top edge right now, because I remembered this was all rocky and not much here. It's a good spot to look for them. Sure enough, we got here rings. Sure. Fiend Rose. 3 Forgotten Souls. Find those elites. Goatman Destroyer. Screaming Hellvein. 4 Forgotten Souls. Yes. Ants, I guess. More Fiend Rose. Ohms. My helmet's really good. Oh, a kickstart anywhere, do we? No. Another pair of leg guards. 3 Forgotten Souls. Heavy weaponry. That's expensive. Oh, this is the Gift of Mysteries. 175. Okay. I guess you have to find that on the map. What I've really been kind of scouring for. But I know where it is, and I guess after that I can be done with this. Nice. Oh, we got a whole party here doing the event. Wow. Where am I at? 130. I need what? 175. Leave it marked. That should be 175. Cool. Spider hosts are real good. They pop. Give you lots of extra monsters. Extra chances for the cinders. Okay, what do we got? Last time this exploded with all kinds of stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Reins of the Granite Coat Steed. Oh, wow. And I'm full. Okay, cool. Mount things. I wasn't paying attention if I got the throws. I saw the rains and I got really thrown off by whatever that was. I feel like I crushed through that. Just getting better at playing my build. Upon taking damage from surrounding enemies, you drop a smoke grenade and dodge the next 7 attacks within 10 seconds. That's crazy. I gotta hold onto that. Using an agility skill reduces the cooldown of your next subterfuge skill by 20%. Increase the damage of agility skill. Alright, it's max roll to hold it. Damaging a poisoned enemy with a shadow imbued skill. It's up to a 75% chance to create a toxic explosion that applies 559's max roll poisoning damage over 5 seconds to the target and surrounding enemies. Intriguing. Critical strikes grant movement speed for 1 second up to 6 seconds. The Deadly Venom passive, what is that? Probably this? Yeah, Deadly Venom. I should probably go through here and clean this up a bit. I do kind of like how everything is. Viewed skills, crit chance. I gotta figure out how I can get points into this poisoning damage. That's just free movement speed. I don't want to give up the Dark Shroud movement speed. Critically striking enemy grants 15% movement speed for 4 seconds. It's also really cool. I could take 2 points out of exploit. I'll put those into Deadly Venom. I think that works. And if I really need to bolster stuff, I got things I can use to drop movement speed. 2 paragon points away from Tricks of the Trade. 6 int away from extra potion healing. Oh, nice. Every single time I've been trying to salvage legendaries, I always go over here and hit accept.
I can break that down.
Use the enter button on the keyboard. 13% movement speed. That's an upgrade. Dodge chance against distance. Solid. I don't like losing the evade movement speed. That's a lot of additional armor, and I really could care less about the dodge. Reroll the lightning resist into something else. Nah. I don't. That movement speed after dash, I love having that. I keep looking for the boots. So, Forgotten Souls, we're up to 26. That's not bad. So that means I could upgrade this guy. That costs 6. Upgrade jewelry. Yeah, there's 1 piece I'm missing. This one. Requires level 56. I need to replace this thing. Damage to close, crit damage, life, crit chance. Okay, let's investigate. Yeah, I save the ring. Lucky hit chance, damage to poison. Okay, I reroll the resource. I reroll resource regen. Okay, add socket. Reroll resource cost. More crit chance. I mean, sure, I guess. There is something. Critical strikes with core skills increase attack speed for 5 seconds. I definitely am getting that up. A lot of attack speed. There's something that gives potency of imbuements against vulnerable enemies, but it can roll up to 40. This ring is also not a world beater either, so yeah, we'll just do the codex. Send it. Put the skull in, ring on. Oh, ring needs upgraded. So it's extra lucky hit, a lot of extra life, extra crit chance, damage to poison. I lost some crit damage. Damage to close. Meh. Should be fine. Hit up the gambles on boots. But, I mean, does this change from time to time what she's offering? Because now I can get ancestral amulets out of here? I'm going for the amulets. Huh. Okay, but that's sacred.
Not a bad pull, that.
No, that was not it. My life is up to 5505 now. I like that. And let's craft a sigil. See here, tier 33 is 85. So I'm going to hit a 36 to 40. 40. Deal more fire damage. Drifting Shade chases players. Bleeding damage. Monster regens, fine. Monsters deal more damage when attacking from behind. Okay. Crusader's Cathedral. Open it. Where are we going? Well, this is a dungeon I have not done as well. Cool. Now, I think this makes this really hard. I get to level up a glyph on my paragon board, but as far as drops go, I think it just gives me drops based on my item levels, or my level still. So I don't know what real purpose there is to doing these outside of leveling the glyphs. Let's do it. I guess this is like the real test of where we're at here. 4 revives. Monster level 94. I can kill them, or the basics enemies. Oh, so I don't want to get hit by that. Okay, this Drifting Shade, heavy damage. Okay, do not get hit by that. That was with some shadow resistance even. So how do I dodge it? Very carefully, I guess. That sucks. I do not like that thing. All right, I got a key. Okay, here's an elite. I am taking a lot of damage in here. Oh, I might have gotten hit by the thing. Maybe that's what it was. Those things suck. Oh, come on. I dove right through it. Yeah, this stuff requires level 74. So like, farming this gives me nothing outside of XP and glyph XP. Oh, I see. Okay. It makes a circle before exploding. I have more time to react to it than I thought. I actually need the potions in here. Ooh. Come on! Maybe I should have healed. It's okay. We can make this safer. We'll hit the Iron Skin Elixir. That extra bit of armor. Probably all I need. Slay 3 Blasphemists. Skellies, too. Templars kind of suck. Giving them barrier. We don't need to give those guys barrier. Come on now. I am very bad at dealing with barriers. Wow. I don't know what I got hit by. I was just trying to do damage. Oh, there was a circle and I got hit by the drifting shade core. That's what it says here. Well ripped. Okay, so 40 might have been a little bit too much. Still at level 74. Oh no, that was revive. Okay, I still have a life. Right, I've killed one of the things. I have to be really on my guard about these shade things. Another one. Nice. And I got the elites. Okay, where's the ball? There it is. Come on. There you go. Okay, there's the boss room. So if I can find the last one of these things and kill it, it's right here, then I can go fight the boss. Okay, there's the ball. I see it. Okay. Then go back to fighting. Out healing my poison. No. Oh, I got that unstoppable thing on those gloves. Just saved me there. See you. Boom. Can I please? Oh, stop healing. Just die! Jeez. Okay. Tomb Lord. At the end of all of that, we are met with a Tomb Lord. Lovely. Don't get blown up. Okay. Okay. Cool. Done. Tier 40. Nightmare Dungeon. Level 74. Like, that's what it takes at the moment to, like, challenge me in this game. Ah, I got 2 achievements for that one. Okay, so what do we do here? Where is Bane? Every bit of strength increases poison damage. Yeah, see, I get Bane into my build. That's what comes with more levels in Paragon. That's just the next tier. Poison damage. But I guess upgrade this one. Wow, it's cost. I get a couple levels in Bane. Also be easier to find that way. So doing those nightmare dungeons though does not change the core of what the dungeon is. So yeah, there's a couple extra mods. I gotta deal with a little bit of extra things there, but the dungeon itself, let's go in here, destroy this thing, fight these things, fight the boss. Three pieces. First one, the second one, and then the boss. And I still don't know what the rest of these glyphs are, but I guess when I come back, I'm going to take a few days off from playing Diablo 4. That's for sure. I know I have like over probably close to 200 Kirak missions banked up and primed to run in Path of Exile. I'm gonna smash that and then come back to this having spent a couple days away from it and see where things go. But I don't know, like I don't have the resources to just continually spam those dungeons. And we go back out in the world and I can probably AFK here. No, I can't. I need the crits to heal me, actually. What was that? Level 94 enemies? Oh, I don't know. And like I didn't feel like I got a ton of XP out of that either. So like, does the XP actually scale with the tier? I don't know. How many dungeons have I not done? There's 4 plus 9, that's 13. 13 dungeons left incomplete. Most of them are over here in Kyrgyzstan, where I originally started the grind. Probably like 30 to 40 side quests still out there. A lot of Altars of Lilith still. I'm sure I can find a lot of those Altars of Lilith if I were to just go hunting for them. But yeah, next Diablo video, we'll smash Nightmare Dungeons the whole time. And if I play any in the meantime, it's probably just going to be me hitting these dungeons I haven't done or running around aimlessly looking for Alter Lilith, fighting whatever I can along the way. But I think that's going to do it for today. Got some upgrades on some things. Still places it could go, but I really just need a level at this point. It's the only place I can really go with it. But with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button, as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks, the heart icon just below the video, or by joining to become a member. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.